And here we have NOSFERO, whatever, the Crypt Walker, a comic book first issue, a full-color adventure horror comic book introducing NOSFERO, I don't know. The Crypt Walker. I'm gonna assume it's like Nosferatu, but Nosfero, I don't know. Uh, anyway, there's 10 days left on this one as well. 99 backers has raised $7,100 of a $5,000 fixed goal. So we're not doing the algorithm thing. We're probably asking for how much we decided we needed, and we've gone past it, so fully funded. No worries about that. Something interesting about that. Don't know. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not like psychedelic, but it reminds me of psychedelic type shit somehow. I don't know. Welcome to the campaign to fund NOSFERO, the Crypt Walker. My name is Shanth Injeti. What in the hell kind of name is that? You know, no offense, but like that isn't, you know, that's not a name you come across every day. That's like the you know, it's almost like coming across the name of the guy that was you know, that built the building that Dana lived in Ghostbusters, Evo Shandor or whatever. It's like it's like, oh, that's you know, that's different. That's a different kind of name. And ow, God, and those are some fangs going into my fucking elbow. Um, and I am the artist writer. I am the artist writer and creator of NOSFERO, the Crypt Walker. I'm asking for your support in funding this campaign so that we can make this comic book project a reality. If you like sumptuously painted pulp, that's what it is. It's, yeah, pulp. It's pulpy. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't, you know, I don't know. Too busy being nibbled on, I guess, to think. Okay, um, yeah, she put some deep scratches in me last night. My arm was, you know, burning for a long time. It's like those shallow scratches where it's like you see just the tiniest little line of red, and you're like, man, why does that hurt so much? And then you see that two other lines of red pop up eventually beside it, and it's like, fuck. Anyway, Pulp Fiction with villainous-looking villains. That's good. Sexy women. That's always good. Noble heroes, lots of action, and a gothic setting. NOSFERO, the Crypt Walker, is the book for you. Don't miss the very first story containing the first appearance of this character. This first printing is sure to be limited, and in the tradition of independent comic book publishing, the book will be able to go all out if you're willing to go all in on this project and back this project. Okay. Ooh. That's cool looking. The story. NOSFERO, the Crypt Walker, introduces us to a supernatural hero named NOSFERO, or NOSFERO, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I know precisely how to pronounce that, even though obviously it's like, you know, it probably should be taken from, anyway. You know, whatever. Sworn to battle the vampire cultists in their quest to unleash cosmic horrors upon this world. NOSFERO is able to traverse the underworld with the aid of the gigantic netherhound Phantomas. Okay. NOSFERO loosely translates mean iron nose. Does it? I would have thought that was from Nosferatu, which I thought meant undead, but whatever. I don't know. Gets his name from the silver stake that permanently attached... What? The silver stake that permanently attached his mask to his face during an ancient ritual performed by the vampire priestess Lavinia Thulu. Okay. Permanently attached mask. It's like, that's, you know... It's not like something Fauci'd like to do to all of us. This ritual placed a curse on him that if he should ever kill her, his mission to defeat her evil master will fail, and if he removes the piece of silver from his face, he will die. Yeah, that does sound kind of Fauci-esque, doesn't it? Lavinia is the mother of the unholy monster Dracus Thulu, a tentacle-clad vampiric abomination conceived in a ritual led by the father of the vampire race, the undead Egyptian cultist Amun al-Hazred. Okay. Definitely some Lovecraft-inspired shit going on here. The unholy trinity wants to offer the Earth's living inhabitants as a sacrifice to the unholy cosmic entities that they serve. The story begins after a decade-long stalemate between NOSFERO and the unholy trinity's vampire horde. When NOSFERO interrupts a ritual sacrifice, his destiny becomes entwined with an angelic young maiden named Laurel. Laurel? Okay. Also, there may be werewolves. Yeah, maybe. There might be. Okay. And other horrors. I'm liking this art. Alright, the book, with your support, NOSFERO the Crypt Walker, will contain a full-color, painted standalone comic book story that will be 25 plus pages, as well as additional pages of the paintings without text and pin-ups by Shanth. The finished book will be over... will be over... No scratchy. Will be over 50 full-color pages. The comic book will be a signed, full-color, 8.5 by 11-inch, beautifully printed, glossy softcover with a crisp, square spine. The painted artwork will be scanned in high resolution to preserve the texture of the watercolor paper, the look of the original paintings, as well as their intricate detail. Stretch goals, $7,500, which is only $400 away at this point. Backers will receive an 8.5 by 11-inch full-color gloss print of the cover art. At $10K, backers will receive a full-color gloss bookmark featuring new art created especially for the bookmark. $25K, backers will receive a second 11 by 8.5 full-color gloss print of the double-page spread featuring NOSFERO, Phantomas, and Laurel. What we need, what you get, blah, blah, blah. You've already raised that. Impact. Indiegogo Journey. Our team. Other ways you can help. Okay. We're not going to read all of that. Alright. The tiers. Comic book plus head sketch is the featured tier. It's $75. Estimated shipping November of 2022. Now, there's, I don't know. That's, I don't know. That gives me pause. You know, yeah, it's almost November of 21. So, that's a year. That's a year away. I don't know. I'm not big on backing things that are a year out. On when they're estimated to be complete. So signed comic and head sketch 4 out of 50 claimed. ships to many locations, so not worldwide. Not sure what many locations will wind up being. One signed comic book for $25, so that's standard ComicsGate pricing. Polybagged and boarded, mailed in a rigid mailer. Doesn't specify Gemini, but yeah. Whatever. 47 claims. Signed comic book plus print. Uh, 24 claimed. 2 signed comic books, $50. So that's 2 for the price of 2. I mean, this ships to fewer places, I guess, as that says many locations, and this specifies European Union, United States of America, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia. Wonder if that was set up before or after USPS let it be known that they're not shipping to Australia anymore. 5 claimed. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty standard with CG to do this, to do the whole 2 for the price of 2 thing, although a lot of times it's not just 2 of the same thing. It's usually like, one of the main cover and one of a variant cover or something. But 2 for the price of 2 is pretty common in CG, and it's like, would it kill you to knock that down and be like, 45 for 2 instead of, so that there's, I mean, it's a basic rule of business to offer a slight incentive for people to spend more money. With this, you're not really offering any incentive at all. So, I'm just saying. Comic plus art books 1 and 2, $145. So, get the book. The artist's art book 1, Autonomous Treks. Okay. Or is that T? I don't know. And art book 2, Rigor More Treks. Okay. Be nice if we had, like some samples that are specifically from those art books. I don't know. Limited to 25. 10 have been claimed. And it ships to the U.S. and Canada only. Comic book plus watercolor sketch. 5 of 5 claimed. $325. So not entirely certain what that was, but all of them have been claimed. Ships, it ships to many locations. Okay, let's go ahead and just look at the featured tier first. There are no add-ons apparently. All right, it ships to the United States for $10, so that's not too bad, I suppose. And it ships to the UK for $15, and Japan for $20, and Germany and probably the rest of the European Union for $15. Australia for $20, and Canada for $15. All right, and just the basic tier is also $10, so it's $35 out the door. So this is standard CG pricing. 15 to the UK. No, this type. 20 to Australia, and 15 to Canada. Book plus the print. $10, $15, $20, $20, $15. This one apparently doesn't ship to Japan, I guess. So the 2-pack, 15 to the US, so shipping goes up, and 20 to the UK, so shipping goes up there. Japan is unavailable. Australia is 25, so it goes up. And Canada's 15. That's interesting. Canada doesn't actually change. So Canada's 15 on one book and 15 on two books, whereas everything else goes up by $5 for the 2-pack. And then this is essentially a 3-pack, I guess. It doesn't specify how many pages are in the art books, so I don't know how thick they would be or anything, how much that might ought to affect shipping. It only ships to 2 places, though, so we'll see. 20 to the US. So that's up another $5. And Canada is 25, so that jumped 10. Although it could be that they fucked up and that they meant to put 15 for one book, 20 for 2 books, and 25 for the 3 books, and they just screwed up, and it's actually, you know, only 15 for the 2 books. So I don't know. All right, and we have no idea how much that shipping was on that one. All right, well, there you go, and it's certainly the season for something like this, and the art looks pretty fucking impressive, and it's very very nice. I like it. I'm just I'm really, you know, I mean, there's nothing impressive about the pricing, but there's also nothing awful about the pricing either. It's standard CG pricing. 35 out the door just for the basic book. It's, you know, the thing that gives me pause is the 1 year. 1 fucking year. From the time, you know, essentially a year from the time you back it to the time that you're supposed to expect to get it. It's like, that's a long time. I mean, if you say a year and then you deliver in 6 months, then that's great. But if you say a year and you deliver it a year, then it's like, man, that was a long wait. And if you say a year and you deliver in a year and a half or something, then it's like, what in the hell was... So, you never know. You never know. That's kind of the problem, isn't it? It's kind of the problem with CG. You just never know. All right. Until the next one.